What's up YouTube? This is TN bringing you another YouTube video. This time we are going to be going over the Tals channeling Meteor build, and yeah, let's just hop right into it. It is a Tals build, so you need to have 4 different elements of your abilities here. Our lightning ability is Arcane Torrent Static Discharge. Our cold ability is Ray of Frost Cold Blood. Our arcane ability is Teleport Calamity, and our fire ability is Meteor Shower. We use Magic Weapon Deflection for toughness, and then Storm Armor Power of the Storm also for toughness. Illusionist, Blur, Audacity, and Galvanizing Ward. You'll notice here that we don't have Unstable Anomaly, we don't have Astral Presence, anything like that, but those are some options on different passives. I kind of have settled on this. I really like Audacity for pushing, but that's probably the most flexible one there. The Galvanizing Ward and the Deflection have synergy with our bracers. And I guess I'll just get right into the gear here. And so you guys can see, we'll just start with the weapon. We're using Death Wish. Ours is Ancient. It's actually not that great. The passive here ranges from 250 to 325. So you want one kind of with a higher passive. Let me move my cam so you guys can see what we have in the cube here. We're using Nilfer's Boast for our boots. Again, the secondary really matters. It goes from 675 to 900. Increased damage when you hit 3 or fewer enemies. This really matters for like Rift Guardians and big elites. And during the gameplay, you might see me kind of trying to finagle my positioning in order to really benefit from these boots, because going from 600% extra meteor damage to 900%, or in this case 868% extra damage is quite a bit. Etched Sigil. This is a channeling build, so this is kind of one of the staple items. Death Wish gives you more damage when you're channeling. This gives you more damage when you're channeling, and your Mantle of Channeling gives you more damage when you're channeling. Those 3 things combined with our Teguk gem all want us to be channeling. But this one has an extra effect, and here in the blue text, again, it ranges. It goes from 125 to 150 there. It casts one of your spenders for free. The only other spender that we have on our bar is Meteor, so it will always cast Meteor every second, and then that one free spell that we're casting gets that big bonus. I already mentioned Mantle Channeling, but it gives you damage reduction as well, really important. We're using 6-piece towels. You can notice I'm using a yellow gem in the helm, and that's for resource cost reduction. And you'll notice I have a resource cost reduction roll on my shoulders. You need a little bit of resource cost reduction to stay above 90% resource, and that's because of our Aquila Curious in the cube. I guess now is a good time to talk about what's in the cube. We have the Aquila Curious. We have the Grand Vizier staff. It's a 2-handed staff, which is why it has to be in the cube and not on you. The Grand Vizier gives your meteor reduced cost, which is important for maintaining that 90% resource, and it also increases the damage of meteors. So similar to the boots, similar to, we're just really trying to buff our meteor damage. We roll meteor damage on our boots here. You can see increases meteor damage by 12%, increases meteor damage by 13% on our helm. Okay, for our rings, we're using the Halo of Karini, the Unity, and Convention of Elements. Again, it's going to be one of those things where you can, pick your 2 best rings and then put one in the cube. The Halo of Karini actually ranges from 60 to 80%, which is why I like putting it in the cube. Similarly, the Convention of Elements ranges from 150 to 200. Ours is kind of okay. It's 187. It's not bad. We use it. But yeah, the Halo of Karini gives us a ton of toughness. Our Unity gives us a ton of toughness because our follower is also using a Unity and a Templar relic here. And the Cannot Die token, I mean. The other stuff on our follower doesn't really matter all that much, except for maybe the Oculus Ring. The Oculus Ring is really nice because it gives you an area of focused power that we're going to be using to kind of benefit from while we're channeling. I use Thunder Fury, Frieza Deflection, and S of Johan. If you guys are curious for the other items, it just provides like free CC. Our bracers are the Ashignar's Blood Bracers. Increases the potency of your shields, so that works with our Magic Weapon Deflection and our Galvanizing Ward to give us even more toughness. It's worth noting that, Deflection says when you perform an attack, it gives you the shield, so you want to be You want to keep on attacking. If you're wondering why you're dying, maybe it's because you're running around and you're not attacking. So you got to keep attacking to get your shield applied, and then your bracers will give it even more potency. 6-piece towels, this is pretty standard. This is why we use the 4 different elements. This is how we get a big multiplier. It also gives us more toughness, more attack speed, things like that. But we don't really. There's no other option besides towels here. There is a Firebird's version of the build, but that's not what this build's covering. Down below I have some options here if you guys want to do speed runs. So sometimes I like to put on sages, and you're gonna lose some of the benefit of this stuff. So like Unity I take off, put on Ring of Royal Grandeur, put on sages, maybe put on Nemesis bracers, to get more Death's Breaths. It's a decent T13 build. I actually have another guide on an Arcane Orb, Frozen Orb build that I like better for T13. So if you guys want to check out that video, you guys can. But here's some alternatives for speeds as well. You can put on Aether Walker, makes your teleport go fast. If you're using Ring of Royal Grandeur and you want to take off some Talos pieces, I really like this belt that reduces the arcane power of your Arcane Torrent. Make sure you stay at that high resource. You can use Cinder Coat, Mage Fists, and I think I had to Stone of Jordan here as well. Let me get into the Paragon priorities here. So you want enough move speed to hit 25%. If you have 12% on your boots, for example, you would only need 13 here. And then the rest goes into intelligence. We don't need arcane power or vitality. Priority here, crit chance, crit damage, attack speed, and then cooldown reduction last. Here we want armor, life, resist all, and then life regen. Here we want resource cost reduction first. That one's the most important. Life on hit, area damage, gold find. I'm going to hop into a video of me doing some gameplay here, and this is actually us clearing our GR 100 for the season, and we did this a little bit earlier on stream. Liked it quite a bit. I mean, it was our second attempt ever, so this really is a testament to, I think, how good the build is, not how good I am as a player. We were still kind of learning the build. I was like, oh, should we skip this? Should we not skip this? You can see me standing in those Oculus rings on the ground there. I'm using the Audacity passive, so I want to get close to the enemies. I want to keep on channeling to maintain our legendary gems. I forgot to mention that our legendary gems are Taeguk, Bane of the Trapped, and Bane of the Stricken. And Bane of the Stricken is for the Rift Guardian. You guys are going to see the Rift Guardian kill here in a little bit. So yeah, we're teleporting constantly. Our Illusionist passive, anytime we take enough damage, our teleport gets reset. We use it to kind of just get away from enemies, reposition ourselves a little bit better, and then just keep on channeling. So it's tough to keep up the Taeguk buff. It only lasts for 1.5 seconds. You can kind of see it rotating there on the bottom. I have 5, 6 right now, but yeah, this Taeguk buff sometimes falls off, and it's a big source of your damage and a big source of your toughness. So you want to try and keep it. A better player might keep it on all the time. Do like little mini micro movements or teleports with channeling all the time. It's not something I've gotten used to yet, but like I said, it's a kind of a testament to the build, how strong it is. Here's the Rift Guardian kill. And again, I was trying to toe the line between being safe and also benefiting from the Audacity passive. I was trying to remember the mechanics of the guy. I was like, oh yeah, he has an ability where he shoots 3 fireballs or something like that, and it can one-shot you if you're too close. So I was a little bit worried about that. But then, time's ticking away on me, and I get pretty nervous on, hey, do we have enough damage to complete this? So I changed my mind. I decided to go point blank against him right here. Don't want to stand in those little fire rings that he creates. Right there, he did that triple fireball move. We were able to absorb it, so we feel pretty good about our toughness here. And so, we got 40 seconds left. We're feeling good. We're on stream right now. We're like, get the camera, Mom. We're going to do this. Teleport on top of them. I don't see the fire ring on this particular case, and we get one shot. I'm so scared at this point that we're going to fail. That was actually our first death of the Rift, though, or maybe our second. So it only took 5 seconds off of the time remaining. You can see I teleported away to recast my shields. So when you recast your Storm Armor and your Magic Weapon Deflection, your resource drops below 90%, and you can sometimes die. But we were able to do it. I think we had 20 seconds left. It was good enough for rank 412, I think, at the time. Wasn't that sweet, 420. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below, and I'll have a full written guide in the description as well. Thank you guys for stopping by. See you next time.